Heartfelt thanks to our host, Dr. Shaktiwal, who I have on good authority that he's an established foodie. So I promise all of you, I will not stand between you and your lunch for a long time. As they say, everybody's comfortable with Bangla? Yes, sir. So, established foodie, I mean Khaddo Roshik. Dr. Shaktiwal is an established Khaddo Roshik. So, again, I think you can, look forward to a wonderful lunch after this. So let's begin. I am not a technical expert, so I will not regale you with wonderful tales that Mr. Chaudhary, Mr. Ojha, my friends and colleagues from BIS had told you about, because I don't have that expertise. I will talk more about the business environment of jute geotextiles. So to begin with, I am calling it the jute technical textile. This is a whole subsystem where we can include Hessian, jute geotextile and jute agrotextile. What is the purpose? The purpose is to create a unified market for global areas, global demand, where people can understand easily what we are trying to sell and what we are trying to convince them with. And the second is a very motivated approach. The government of India has a performance-linked incentive scheme which only caters to technical textiles. So the jute industry is older than the government of India, right? So the jute industry, am I right?
Yes.
Are you all asleep? The jute industry is older than the government of India. The government of India started in 1947. The jute industry began in 1850,
Yes.
right? So the jute industry is older than the government of India. Bada bhai. Jute industry is the bada bhai of the government of India. So the concept of technical textiles is younger than the jute industry. The jute industry has been creating technical textiles before the government of India was born. Therefore, we don't call it technical textile, but actually we have been creating technical textiles since 1850. So it is very important the whole industry addresses it as jute technical textile as a subset, so that the industry and also people like you, researchers, standards experts, government research laboratories, they can partake of the benefit of the performance-linked incentive scheme everywhere. That's the first topic that we can, thank you. How do I operate this? I need some coaching on these things because I might look young, I'm pretty old, right? So, the next one is, how do we ensure the success of an industry? How does JGT succeed? Firstly, do we have an industry? Is JGT an industry? What is the first thing that you require to have an industry? Anybody? What do you need? One aspect or one ingredient which defines an industry. What is it? Nobody is going to punish you for a wrong answer. Come on, guys.
There has to be a persistent demand for it.
Absolutely. You need a customer. customer. Without a customer, you don't have an industry. Simple, right? You might have 10,000 research people. You might have 10,000 laboratories doing hundreds of hours of work. If you do not have a customer, you do not have an industry. An industry is defined by demand of a customer. And if the customer is in the private sector, it is much more sustainable, because the government sector works on diktat, legislation, rules and regulations. The private sector purely works on demand. If it is not in demand, the product will not be sold. Simple. All of you earn salaries. How many of you, when you have 20,000 rupees in your pocket, have gone to a shop and said, आज मुझे jute products दिखाइए, आज मुझे jute products खरीदना है? Has anybody said that in his whole life? I don't think so. Jute does not enjoy retail demand. Why? because the structure of the jute fabric is the same that it was 200 years ago. Today it is the same jute. Give and take few changes maybe, but cotton has undergone many changes. Silk has undergone many changes. Nylon has undergone many changes. Wool has undergone thousands of changes. Dr. Shakewar is an expert on wool. Jute has undergone no changes. My grandfather's grandfather saw the same jute plant and the same jute fabric which I am seeing today, right? So this is our fault. We convince ourselves we are doing a lot of things. We are not. One of my private initiatives as Director General IJMA is I have initiated a group of people who have started experiments on hybridization of jute and flax, linen. Both are similar plants. Now how does hybridization take place? All of you enjoy mangoes? Yes or no?
Yes.
Good. All of you enjoy mangoes, right? हर साल 2 या 3 मैंगोज के आम के नए नए प्रजाति उगाए जाते हैं নতুন নতুন আম আসে প্রত্যেক বছর কোথায় আসে এগুলো এই আমগুলো কিন্তু আইসিআর এর ল্যাবরেটরি থেকে আসে না কোনো একটা গরিব ইলিটারেট চাষা some illiterate farmer somewhere in Uttar Pradesh or South India hybridizes 2 mangoes and creates another mango. He is not even school literate, forget about PhDs. We should have done this long time ago with jute. Long time ago, before we were born. It is high time we made some changes to the fabric which can bring demand to the retail sector. Jute should stand beside nylon, wool, silk, cotton in a retail shop. When the jute commissioner walks in, he is wearing a jacket, he should be wearing a jute jacket. That is when I think I'll be successful. Right? I am not wearing a jute shirt right now. Why? I am Director General of a jute organization. I should be wearing a jute shirt. I am not. Why? Because I can't. It's not comfortable. Why isn't it comfortable? Because the same jute fabric has been here for 200 years. So these are important points. If we have to develop an industry, we have to create an industry. To create an industry, we have to create demand. To create demand, we have to make a demand-worthy product. How do you make it? Your problem. I am not a technical expert. I can just make speeches, right? And take credit for what you do. That I'm good at that. So individual efforts will become redundant when once you have an industry. Let's say engineering as an industry. What research is going on in some laboratories is redundant because the industry is very thriving, it's active. Let's say sale of televisions or refrigerators. Every year research is happening on refrigeration. Who is doing what research is irrelevant. The market is thriving, the industry is thriving. Same thing has to happen with jute and all other natural fibers. The pool of professionals know where to access a knowledge bank seamlessly. Do we have that today? We don't. Today, other than these wonderful conferences which are nice, which are very good, do we have an online resource where we can go and access everything about jute in a very user-friendly manner? Do we have that? We don't have. IJMA has been trying to create that in fiberofindia.com and we need all your help. All of you should participate. There are participation forums there. There is a section called Jute Story where you can write. Is Mr. Ojha here? He just spoke?
So he has left you because they have
Okay.
trained to be.
So you said some interesting stuff. Mr. Ojha said some interesting stuff. And gentlemen from BIS, DDG Saab and Mr. Gupta, both of you said some interesting stuff. If you can just, convert it into a write-up and put it there, we'll edit it and put it with pictures so that the common public can read it. Now, jute, geotextiles and other JTTs, they are largely bought by government departments, right? They are bought by government departments because government departments have wonderful educated people like you who know the value of these things. Government department purchases are also driven by one thing else, that is political motivation. If the member of parliament or if the minister says that this has to be bought, then the purchase happens. Why do MPs or politicians or MLAs go into a purchase? Because of vote bank pressure. Am I right? Private sector demand is not generated by vote bank pressure. Government sector demand is generated by vote bank pressure. Vote bank pressure is generated by perception. Perception is developed by marketing. What's that? Perception is developed by marketing. This room is haunted. I mean no harm, whoever you are. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So, perception is driven by marketing. In marketing, there is a term, perception is reality. Right? All of you go and buy gold ornaments. There is no way of determining whether that gold is pure or not. If I sell you 50% copper, you will go happily paying for 100% gold and gold. There is no way you can determine it is good or not. But it is the perception that you have that yes, I got pure gold today. So similarly, if you create perception about JGT, let me tell you a short story. Very short, not holding you to lunch. Let's say there is this thing called the Char Dham Yatra in Uttarakhand. Are you familiar with it?
Yes.
Okay, so there's this route kind of a place which is being developed over there. Roads are being built, and the Himalayan mountains, which can only take up a few thousand people, are always being forced to welcome some few lakhs of people who are pilgrims. Fine. So that puts pressure on the environment, and now these building of roads will put further pressure on the environment. So there is a one particular NGO there, Doon Valley Protectors or something like that. They are approaching the court, trying to resist the initiative by the government to build that Char Dham Yatra. There's a little bit of political upheaval and resistance going on. So I wrote to Shri Nitin Gadkari ji for the use of JGT. Mr. Chaudhary was a big help that time. So we wrote to him, specifically a number of times. There was no response, obviously. Then I sent a copy of the letter to that NGO. Immediately his minister's office called me. How come? Suddenly, why so much interest in a fat man like me? Why? This was a creating of a perception or creating an environment where the public is involved. Involve the public with jute. Only then will you create more demand. More demand will create more infrastructure in organizations like this. And then jute will thrive. Success of an industry is also defined by the willingness of investors, international investors, to invest in that industry. Today we have zero investors in jute. People who own mills right now, even they are thinking twice about reinvesting. Why? What is the return? What is the perceived return or projected return? Today we don't have a projection of the industry. What is the, if I ask you, what is the total turnover of the JGT section, only the JGT section, I think nobody has that figure. I don't have that figure. I am the Director General of Indian Jute Mill Association. So to project an industry, we need to have concrete figures on how much sales is happening, where is it happening, which sections, which products. That has to be put up on that forum which I talked about.
Hello.
Okay. Industry-wide goals. More or less we have an idea of what are industry-wide goals right now for JGT. So, as I said, how do we project the compounded annual growth rate? Right now we can't do it because we don't have the figures. How do we attract investment? Today I am approached by people from Singapore, Japan for investments because I come from the management consulting industry. When I talk about jute, they are interested, but I don't have concrete figures to tell them. They are willing to put up $400 million for a mill, but they say, okay, fine, give me an industry figure, give me the size of the industry, give me the number of professionals in the industry. I have nothing. I need your help, guys. To make jute a thriving industry, I need your help. So who is my target audience, who is my customer? Again, as I said, I have to reiterate, we have to interest the retail customer. Slowly it will develop demand, slowly it will develop the shape of the industry. real-time forum. As I said, we must have a knowledge bank somewhere. All of us participating in real time. We should not wait for the next conference and the kindness of our host Dr. Shakrewal. We should be approaching these forums online, real time, actively. We already have that in IJMA. Here are two examples. Fiberofindia.com is I joined in 2019 November 1st. This is my first project I took up in IJMA. It has a complete section on jute geotextiles. All of you can come and contribute any way you can. It will get hit, it already gets hits. Before I joined, in Indian Jute Mill Association was something nobody understood what it was, the common public. I have employees who told me that when they went home and said they work in Indian Jute Mill Association, the neighbor used to say, "Acha, wo to kal band ho jayega. Jute mill hai, kal band ho jayega." Today the perception is different. Today we have a Facebook page which has million hits every day. This is only 2 years later. Everybody is looking at it. Everybody is interested what's happening in the Indian jute industry. We have to convert this demand into reality. Let's do something. Let's do something interesting. All of you are talented people, much more talented than I am. Contribute here. This is a ready-made forum. And jutecart.com is an online marketplace for selling jute products. You can register yourself free over here, completely free. We must have qualified microsites. Let's say ninfed.fiberofindia.com or fiberofindia/ninfed. Complete microsite. This site gets hundreds and millions of views. And list of sellers qualified microsites. We already discussed this. That's it.